You wake up in the dark. You rush through your morning. You sit in traffic. You give your best hours to someone else's dream. And you call this security. You were told the 9 to 5 is the safe path. Study hard. Get the job. Stay loyal. Wait your turn. One day, you'll be free. But look at your life. You are tired before the day even begins. You trade 5 days for 2. You count down a Friday like it is oxygen. You live for weekends that disappear in a blink. And on Sunday night, the weight returns. This is not freedom. It is a loop. The system is not built to make you rich. It is built to keep you predictable, to keep you comfortable enough not to rebel, but stressed enough to keep showing up. You earn just enough to survive, just enough to upgrade your phone, just enough to finance a car, just enough to stay in debt. You feel productive, but you're only busy. Your biggest asset is your time, and you sell it for a fixed price. Think about that. Every morning, you exchange irreplaceable hours for money that is already spent before it hits your account. Rent, bills, food, subscriptions. Then you repeat. Years pass. Your energy drops. Your dreams shrink. You start saying things like, "This is just how life is. This is realistic. At least I have stability." But deep down you feel it. That quiet frustration. That voice that says you were meant for more. The truth is not that the 9 to 5 is evil. The truth is that it becomes a trap. When you stop growing, it becomes a trap. When you let comfort replace ambition. When you let routine replace vision. When you let fear decide your future. You're not stuck because of your job. You are stuck because you stopped building yourself. Look at your evenings. After work, you are drained. So you scroll. You watch. You escape. Hours disappear. You tell yourself you deserve the break. And you do. But you do not deserve to waste your potential. You cannot complain about your life if you're not using your free hours to change it. No one is coming to rescue you. No boss is secretly planning to make you wealthy. No company cares about your dreams more than its profits. This is your responsibility. The trap is not the schedule. The trap is the mindset. If you rely on one income, one skill, one path, you're fragile. And fragile people live in fear. You fear layoffs. You fear market crashes. You fear speaking up. You fear leaving. So you stay quiet. You stay small. But you are not built to stay small. Discomfort is not your enemy. It is your doorway. The moment you accept that your growth is your job, everything changes. You start waking up earlier. Not because you have to, but because you choose to. You protect your mornings. You read. You train. You learn a skill that pays. You stop saying, "I'm tired," and start asking, "What can I build tonight?" Even one focused hour a day is 7 hours a week, over 30 hours a month, 360 hours a year. That is enough time to change your entire direction, but only if you use it. Discipline is not dramatic. It is quiet. It is repetitive. It is boring. And that is why most people avoid it. They want fast money, fast results, fast success. But real power is built slowly. You do not escape the trap in one leap. You escape it brick by brick. One workout when you feel lazy. One chapter when you feel distracted. One skill practiced when you would rather scroll. Every small act of discipline is a vote for your future self. Right now, your identity is shaped by what you repeatedly do. If you repeatedly obey comfort, you become average. If you repeatedly choose effort, you become dangerous. Not dangerous to others, dangerous to limits. Imagine becoming unrecognizable in 2 years. Stronger body, sharper mind, multiple income streams, confidence that cannot be shaken by a paycheck. That version of you is not created by luck. It is created by standards. You raise your standards. You stop tolerating excuses. You stop negotiating with weakness. You do not quit your job tomorrow. You outgrow it. You build leverage. You build skills that the market values. You build discipline that cannot be outsourced. And one day, your job becomes a choice, not a cage. That is the difference. The 9 to 5 only traps the person who refuses to evolve. If you treat it as your only lifeline, it owns you. If you treat it as a temporary tool, you own it. But ownership requires sacrifice, less entertainment, less comfort, less approval from people who are also stuck, more focus, more solitude, more uncomfortable growth. There will be nights when you feel behind, when progress feels slow, when no one notices your effort. Keep going. You're not building for applause. You are building for freedom. Every disciplined day separates you from the version who settles. 1 year from now, you will either thank yourself or regret your inaction. The scary part is this: time will pass anyway. You can spend the next 5 years complaining about the system, or you can spend the next 5 years becoming too valuable to be controlled by it. You do not need permission. You need courage. You do not need motivation. You need standards. Decide who you are. Are you the person who trades time for survival and calls it a life? Or are you the person who uses every spare hour to build something bigger than a paycheck? This is your wake-up call. Tonight, when you finish work, do not disappear into comfort. Sit down, plan, learn, build. Wake up earlier tomorrow. Train your body, train your mind, track your habits, measure your growth. Become obsessed with improvement, not for fame, not for validation, but because you refuse to be average. The world does not reward excuses. It rewards value, and value is built in silence. One disciplined action at a time. The 9 to 5 is only a trap if you let it define you. So stop letting it define you. Start defining yourself right now.